Hey YouTube, what's up? And I'm making another video, not sure about what the name will be, but this is once again on my topics of religion. This one's going to be about the impoverished Christians or less fortunate Christians in America or even the world. As we've seen, or at least from my point of view, there is an abundance of misfortunate poor Christians, mostly in places like flats or ghettos or anything like that. And my opinion on mostly why this is if, let's say, I am extremely poor living in the ghetto, um, I might be more open to Christianity. Because let's look at it this way. My life right now here is complete and total shit. My life sucks. My mother's a complete total drug addict hookering on the streets. I don't know who my father is. And I really have no other family except for my brothers on the street. Not trying to sound any racist or stereotypical at all. I'm sure that kind of came off that way. But I'm not trying to be. So, you look at it that way, and you think, well, at least when I die, I'm going to go to heaven. And so, therefore, I should believe. Otherwise, I'm not going to go to heaven, and it's just going to get worse because I'm going to be burning in hell. Because that's what I've learned. So, really, we're starting to see more impoverished people, more misfortunate people become Christians. It's always kind of been that way. If you look at even hundreds of years ago, even though hundreds of years ago in a lot of places you couldn't be an atheist just because of how laws were. Like in the, I mean, for instance, when China capitalist versus communist, long time ago in ancient China, when capitalists and communists were fighting for power of China, who would have power of China, the communists, they had the brilliant idea to go to peasants. Their main point was peasants, because look at China. China was full of poverty, was full of peasants back in ancient China, full of peasants. So the communists had the brilliant idea of, let's go after the peasants, the misfortunate people. These people are more likely to listen to our sort of bullshit than anyone else, than the rich one would, because the rich one's already made it. The rich one's already fine. They don't care about what's happening. Sure, they might be on one political side, but for the wars and their armies, they wanted more peasants. Sure, the peasants were treated like shit by the capitalists, which they really were. They had harsh environments, but they still stuck on to the communist side just because life was supposed to be better if the communists won. If the communists won, life would be better for the peasants. And the communists did win, and life wasn't really as great for the peasants as they hoped for. Which really, in a way, it's two different total things with Christianity and poverty people than the capitalists versus communists. But really, Christianity would be the most appealing religion, unless if you want to say Buddhist, which I really like Buddhist personally, than some of the Islamic religions, just because I think it's more likable, and especially for people who are not as knowledgeable with the Bible. That might seem a little bit more likable for them, just because a lot of people preach that the Bible is full of peace and love. In all reality, not really. I mean, if you've really read the Bible, it's. I'm actually reading the Bible for my second time right now. I mean, it is quite an interesting story, and I like to read it just so I can back up some of my facts on my beliefs of my atheist agnostic choice. Um, but really, we're seeing it more and more, and most rich people now, we're seeing a lot of rich people be atheists or agnostics or atheist agnostics. You're seeing that more and more and more today. And Christianity is really grasping onto that poverty, that impoverished part. When you look at Africa, Christianity has been reaching over to Africa for years. People have been trying to get Christianity in Africa. And you know what? Look at these African kids. These African kids, they're poor. They live in dirt huts. They're worried about snakes biting them in their sleep and dying because of poisonous snakes, you know. But Christianity's going after these people, trying to get these people a part of their religion, not just for the riches. I mean, I'm sure a lot of it's for the riches, because supposedly when you die, the more people you get to become a Christian, or to show them the light yourself, the more riches you're supposed to get once you die and go to heaven. But really, places like Africa is an easy place to get someone on the side of Christianity, for the fact that, once again, some of these kids don't know if they're going to get a meal in a day. Okay, they don't know how long it's going to be till they get water. They don't know if their water's clean. These kids are so they're unfortunate. Really, I mean, it's kind of just, it's a genius attack by Christians. It is genius, because I mean, if I was very impoverished, then I would really love to grasp onto the fact that maybe when I die I could go to heaven. But you know, looking at all the facts, the scientific facts, I just really don't believe it. So yeah, you guys tell me what you think about this opinion. Not sure what the title will be yet, so yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, and everyone, peace out.